I don't like how the class divide between the richest Americans continues to grow and the gap between the middle and the poor class continues to grow. I think this is a result of the class system, which mainly distributes wealth unfairly, with most of the wealth going to the top, and then whatever's left over goes to the middle class and the bottom class, with a good portion of that going back to the government and taxes. This system distributes wealth unfairly, and it's not a wonder the United States is in such a shape it's in, because the money is distributed so poorly, and the resulting economic effects of that. I think it's ridiculous that some people make 8 or 9 figure salaries, while the majority of Americans struggle to make minimum wage, and there's people who make less than that. I think as a country we can do better. We have the potential to bring everyone up to a decent standard of living. We can provide people food, we can provide people shelter, we can provide water. We got all the essentials, but then why are there so many people who are homeless, hungry, miseducated, and those kind of things lead to the whole underground economy, drugs, pimps, any kind of crime you can think as a result of people just not being able to compete in the main economy. And I just think that that's really not a good place for us to be. I think the citizens of this country, as much as any, deserve an equal footing to survive. Just kind of as I just said, we need to give our citizens a good footing so that they can have the competitive advantage in the world to compete with these other countries. Because right now, there are other countries that can teach better than us, or countries that have better products than us. And that's bad. Me being a U.S. citizen saying that, I think that's just way out, and it shouldn't be the case. It seems like we shouldn't be us in the middle and lower classes shouldn't be made to struggle, while the upper class can live comfortably. The mere fact that the ordinary citizen doesn't have any say in what their pay rate is and how many hours a week they have to work, while the person who's in a good job can set the number of hours they want to work a week and what they get paid. I just think that's kind of crazy, and I think that that's unacceptable, because every American has the right to choose what kind of work they want to do, how long they want to work, and what they want to get paid. I do understand there's market factors and all that, but I do think that we do have a right to expect better. And I think that there's a ruling elite in this country who really influence the government a whole lot, on what legislation is passed, and the tax laws, and I'm not even going to go into all that, because that's just another whole can of worms. And basically, as a result of that, there's a lot of consequences from those decisions that we ordinary Americans had to face, and the ruling elite doesn't have to really deal with those. They just put them off on other people's shoulders, and it's not hard to see why our country is in the bad shape it's in. I think it's just time that I think it's bad that some people are stuck fighting against poverty, disease, hunger, self-sufficiency, just to survive in the U.S. and then other places around the world, and then they just get smacked in the face because they're trying to make a living, and it impedes like some other corporation or person from getting richer, and that kind of thing. And I do think people have the right to be treated fairly. I hope to be able to live to see a world in which there's no rich or poor, famine, disease, fighting. I want to just see a world where people are happy and content, and perhaps someday if we get to the point where we are self-sufficient and we don't need to rely on the government for a whole lot of things, then we'll be better off. Thank you.